everyone. No one's here yet, but that's okay. So, welcome to the first day of a new series I'm going to be starting on my Instagram. So it's called Frugal Friday. And basically, each Friday I'm going to be choosing a new product from the drugstore that I absolutely love and showing you how to use it and also telling you how much it costs. So I thought the best way to start this off was with my absolute favorite product from the drugstore, which is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. So I know highlighting has been a huge trend. I really like this highlighter in particular because I find it's very natural and I actually use it every single day. So if you don't know, I'm also a teacher, so I am in a professional setting daily, so I can't have crazy glowing highlighter that I would probably wear on a night out, for example. So I find that this is really, really good for every day. It only comes in one shade, at least that's the only shade I've been able to find at the drugstore, and it's number 10, Be My Highlight. So it's just a regular powder highlighter. The other thing I love about this is that it's only $5.49. $5.49. I just went and bought this one today at Shoppers Drug Mart. In Canada, it seems that Essence is only sold at Shoppers Drug Mart. They don't sell it at Walmart or any other drugstores that I've been able to find. So Shoppers Drug Mart carries the Essence line, and they actually have a bunch of awesome products. So yeah, go find this because it's amazing. I'm going to show you how I use it. So I'm going to use my old gross nasty one because I'm going to use my nice new one to take a picture later. So this is what mine looks like, and I've had it for a very long time. You can see it's very well used and it's nice and shiny. So I just take a beauty sponge. This one's by Morphe. You don't have to use this one. You can use any beauty sponge. Shoppers Drug Mart sells them for very cheap. So this is damp. It's pretty soft, so I just run it under the tap. It doesn't matter if you use hot or cold water. And then just squeeze it out. I sometimes even dab it on a towel just so it's not too wet. Then I take the highlighter and the sponge. And I know this seems weird because it's a powder. You would probably want to use a brush, but I use the damp sponge and I push it right on to the highlighter pretty hard. Like that, and then you can see it picked up quite a bit, which looks crazy at first. So I take this, and the first place I start, I'm just gonna look in my mirror down here. So basically, you don't wanna go too far in because you don't wanna highlight this area because most people have really large pores, at least I know I do. So you don't wanna do it here. It's more on the top of where your cheekbone is. You can kind of go as far as you want. I typically like to make a C shape here. You can already see I naturally have a little bit of glow there, where it might be left over from this morning, who knows. So there's already a little bit here. So you want to go in this kind of C shape, and that basically just kind of brightens your face, and it also lightens this part and makes it look more awake and dewy. So I take the sponge with the product on it. I start kind of here, and I just press it on. Okay, so you go in that C shape, just pressing it. Like I'm pushing pretty hard into the skin. And what this does, see how much of a difference that makes already? It looks crazy because I have a ring light. It's not gonna look this crazy in real life. But I find that the sponge just helps kind of mesh it into your skin instead of sitting on top of it, and then it's obvious that you have a highlighter on. My cat's scratching at the door. Hopefully he won't meow and be annoying. So I kind of, yeah, as you can see, it's already making such a huge difference. I'm sorry my skin looks so scary right now. I just got home from work. So it's a little sad right now, but that's okay. So you can see that side, really nice and glowy, and it's pretty natural. Like it's not crazy, crazy looking, and it's a really nice color because it's nude. So it kind of just blends into your skin. Versus this side, I still have like a little bit of glow, but this one looks a lot nicer. So yeah, You can build this, so if I was going out, for example, and wanted to use this highlighter, I could still use it. I just, once again, would take my sponge, press it in again, and then once again, like, you can really build it up and make it blinding. Okay, and the sponge just really helps blend it into your skin. Okay, my cat's annoying, one sec. Hello, welcome to the party, come on in. Anyway, okay, so this is how I put it on my cheekbones. Another place I really like to use this highlighter is to make your nose look thinner. Typically you would put darker on either side of your nose so that this part is more prominent, and then you can also highlight that part of your nose as well. So I take the same sponge, rub it in, and then obviously I don't want to highlight the whole top of my nose because that's not going to look very nice. So this sponge is nice because it has a little bit of a tip on it, and then I actually squeeze it and make it a little bit skinnier. And then I just very lightly kind of start at the bridge of my nose up here and just press it on like that. So I try to stay in like the middle part of my nose, and then once again I take just the tip of the sponge, and you can do right the very tip of your nose, and then it makes your nose look like it's pushed up more and more of a cute like little button nose. Okay, oh, I did go crazy over here. That highlight is crazy. Okay, so yeah, you can put it on the tip of your nose, on your cheekbones. Other places I like to put it, so I take a little pencil brush. Hi Diesel, how are you? Okay, so little pencil brush like this. This one too is by e.l.f., which you can get at Walmart. Super cheap, super awesome. So I take a little pencil brush like this. You can just put it right in the highlight like this, or another trick is you can take a setting spray. So this is just by NYX. It's a dewy setting spray. It's really nice too. So I just take a little spray like this. Okay. So first you take your brush, dip it in the highlighter, get as much on as you want. Then take the spray and just give it a couple spritzes. Okay. And this just kind of helps make the product stick on better and makes it a lot brighter and more metallic. So I really like doing the inner corner of my eye. I find that it just really helps brighten up your eyes. So if you take this product and just put it right in, right here, kind of by your tear duct, and just press it on, and then you can see how much of a difference, how much brighter it just makes your eye look. I've even started now carrying it over a little bit more too. So you can just go like a little bit under your lash line there and up top. And I just find that it looks really pretty. And once again, because it's a nude highlighter, it's really, really natural. So this side doesn't look as great, okay? But this one has just like a little bit of a shine, and I find that it looks really, really nice. The other thing, once I've done this to my eye, I take the leftover product, so I don't put any more product on my brush. And because this is a nice kind of pointed brush, I take whatever's left and then just kind of add it on top of what I'm doing here too on my nose. And once again, it just makes it really pop and stand out. Okay. Last place I like to put it, so I would grab a little bit more product, pencil brush, is right on the top of your brow bone area. So you don't want to swipe it under your whole eyebrow because then that looks really obvious. You more just want to put it right under the arch. Okay, so I just kind of gently push it underneath there. And once again, the whole point of highlighting is to make your face look brighter and lift. So that helps kind of lift the eyebrow. And once again, it just looks really, really pretty in the sunlight when the light catches it. Lastly, you can use a brush with this product. I have done that. I just find that that makes it a lot more intense. which isn't always a bad thing, but for everyday wear, and because this is more of a natural highlight, I tend not to use a brush with this particular highlighter, but you definitely can if you don't have a sponge or you don't like that method. I actually learned that method from Jaclyn Hill, and I love her makeup, and I always think it looks stunning. So that's where I learned that trick about using the highlighter with a sponge. But like I said, you can use any kind of like fluffy brush. This one too is by e.l.f. It's super, super cheap. I'll just show you what that looks like on the other side. So yeah, I would just rub it in there. And the nice thing too is like you don't really get a lot of powder kickback from this product. I do still try to tap the excess off. And then once again, you can just take your brush and just go on the tops of your cheekbones. I just find that this, I don't know, for some reason with this product, it just works better with a sponge. I find it just looks more natural. Like I feel like that just looks a little bit stripey. You don't want it to look like you put highlighter on. You want it to look like your skin's just naturally glowy. And this is basically all I used when I was in Jamaica. I wasn't really wearing a lot of makeup, and I just found that this just made my skin look so nice. I've never really been confident enough to take a picture without foundation on because I do have really red cheeks and my skin isn't the greatest. But I found when I wore this, like I felt really confident, and it's really pretty. And it's so cheap. Go buy it. Go buy it. Anyway, that's the end of my first Frugal Friday. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I'm going to post a picture and let me know if you have any comments or any questions. And if you buy it, tag me in it so I can see you using it and let me know what you think. See you next Friday.